Have you ever wondered what really happens in the brain during a generalized seizure? First, my name is Blake Grothaus and I have epilepsy. So let's break it down, super simple. A seizure is basically a sudden burst of electrical activity in the brain. Imagine your brain as a city and all your neurons are like the buildings lighting up at night. During a normal night, each building flickers on and off in its own rhythm. But during a generalized seizure, boom, every building in the city flashes at once. Total overload. So what do I mean by generalized? Well, in some seizures, only a small area of the brain is affected. Those are called focal seizures. But in generalized seizures, the storm of activity sweeps across both sides of the brain at the same time. That's what makes them so powerful and sometimes dramatic. Now, what parts of the brain are involved? It's not just one spot. In a generalized seizure, the abnormal signals aren't limited to one place. They spread rapidly, lighting up networks across the entire brain. This is why the symptoms can affect your whole body instead of just one arm or leg. But here's the fascinating part. There are actually different types of generalized seizures, depending on which brain circuits go haywire. For example, if those signals hit the circuits that control your muscles, you might have a tonic-clonic seizure, what most people picture when they hear the word seizure. Your whole body stiffens and shakes. But if those signals mess with the circuits that control consciousness, you might just blank out for a few seconds. That's called an absent seizure, like hitting pause on your brain. There are even types that cause sudden muscle jerks, or ones that make your muscles go limp and drop you to the floor, each one tied to different patterns in the brain's electrical storm. So the type of generalized seizure really depends on where in the brain those wild signals travel. And that's why two people with generalized seizures can experience them in such different ways. Here's the bottom line. Generalized seizures are a whole brain event. They don't just affect one little corner, they light up the city. And while that might sound scary, understanding the science behind it is the first step in taking control. So if you or someone you know has seizures, remember, you're not alone, and there's a lot we can learn to help manage them. Thanks for watching and subscribe. Keep your brain curious.